Hey, good morning, everyone. I want to thank you all for taking the time out of the day to join us here. My name is Drake Lovern. I am one of the annuity sales directors here at IAMS. Before we turn it over to Dave, I have some important information to share about who we are at IAMS and a quick highlight of why our agents love working with our team. One of those reasons, best-in-class customer service is our commitment, and you can always reach a live person during our business hours at 800-255-5055. We strive to answer your phone call with an IAMS employee within 2 rings or less. We will have a few polls during the webinar, and if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to put them in the webinar questions, and we will make sure to get them answered for you today. Our new producer bonus builders are for those of you who are new to us here at IAMS. These bonuses are available based on your production level in your first 180 days of contracting with us. We have great levels that you can qualify at, and as you can see, inside each level are some great options for you. We've got incredible business building tools, personal perks for you, and even cash rewards available. If you would like to know where you stand toward your new producer builder, or if you would like to have a conversation about how to achieve that next level, please give us a call. Talk to your sales director today. Moving on to business builder programs, we're going to go over our referred producer program. I can see a couple advisors on with us that have taken advantage of this program. Our business on the wholesale side of the industry is similar to yours out there in the field, and that one of the best leads we can ever obtain is a referral from one of our valued producers. This is why we want to make it worth your while to refer a producer to us. That being said, when you refer a producer to us, they get contracted, we will cut you a $50 thank you check. Now, where the real money comes in is as your referral writes business, you'll receive an override on that business. Our ownership team, Steve Murray, Charles Hearing, and Curtis Hawk sign checks for thousands of dollars every quarter. With that being said, if you can think of anyone that could benefit from doing business with our team, please type their information in that question box, or you can email it to me at drake@imsinc.com. All right, moving on to our back office support. This is another way we can add value to your business. This is the core of IAMS and how Charles Hearing founded us 36 years ago. We want to help the independent advisor work smarter, not harder. We're going to do that with great business building tools and resources. Of course, advanced case design assistance, life and annuity quotes. Within that, we make a 24-hour turnaround guarantee. And honestly, we usually get that done a whole lot quicker than that, usually within the hour. Submission to commission support is handled by our new business teams. Amber Williams heads up that annuity side, and Cindy Fry heads up the life side. They have fantastic teams who work tirelessly to help you get commissioned quicker. We'll scrub your applications, submit them on your behalf, do all the administrative tracking, and get your updates on the case as needed. We do this to ensure you get commissioned as quickly as possible. This is a service we provide to our valued producers and how we help you grow your business by keeping you in front of clients while our team handles the back office support for you. Our website is also a great tool for our producers to use, and another reason to work with IAMS. Once you are contracted, you'll have full access to everything you see on this slide and so much more at imsinc.com. If you haven't registered for the website, it's very simple to do. When you're done with this call, go ahead and create an account. We'd love to see you on there. A lot of great tools available to you, from illustration tools, online forums, product grids, product news, annuity rate watch as well, and industry updates are all out there for you on the website. Firelight eApps. This is a single sign-on at imsinc.com. Technology is where the industry is going, and Firelight is a top-notch site streamlining the application process. Most of our carriers are on our eApp platform, so you can go onto one site to submit business. It's COVID-friendly, and some carriers are going to eApp only for some of their product lines, and will also offer extra commission for utilizing the eApp platform. Make sure you ask your sales director before you submit a paper app if you can earn more by doing eApp. Utilizing our Firelight platform accelerates application process substantially. The eApp platform helps you submit business in good order the first time. This also reduces the processing time of your business and gets you paid quicker. And as I mentioned previously, this is a single sign-on at imsinc.com, as we have integrated our business with Firelight so you can have the most efficient and effective way to submit business. We also have a full in-house creative team. We can help your practice, and a lot of items are turnkey and available for you. We can simply impose your contact information and your business logos onto it. Speaking of logos, agency solutions are something that we are very good at, and something that if you haven't created a full customized brand for you and your agency, we can help. This is going to assist you with name recognition, which grows your natural market organically. We can get your logo designed and imposed on your business cards, brochures, and stationaries. Wanted to share a little bit in regards to Retirement Analyzer. This is a holistic software analysis tool that helps you and your clients understand where they are with their current financial situation as compared to where they want to be. It's a great closing tool as well. It will show your clients in a very easy to understand format how much closer they will be to their goals because of implementing your products and strategies. Marcus Solar can get you signed up with a 30-day free trial if you would like to take a closer look at what this software can do for you. Another aspect of IAMS is IAMS Wealth Management. We founded IAMS Wealth 4 years ago now. What we've done is grow this division on IAMS very organically. We've helped advisors become IARs and pass their Series 65 at a very successful clip. Once we have you registered, we will bring great value to your practice with an incredibly competitive fee structure for both you and your clientele. We have great technology and great investment platforms. This has been a major growth sector of our business and asset under management, and could be a major growth sector for your business as well. We've got the Seaside Sanctuary coming up as well for those of you that have qualified and are looking to go on some incentive trips with us. Let me know if you guys have any questions in regards to this, and I can shoot an email out later or give you a call. We put a lot of great stuff on our social media platforms. Go out there and like us on Facebook and connect with us on LinkedIn if you have not already. And with that, I am going to turn it over to Coach Dave Pemper, speaking with us today in regards to Social Security maximization. Wow, that's a tough one. Dave, are you on here? Can you hear us okay?
I am, Drake. How are you doing?
Hey, good morning. Doing well. Yeah, ready to see what we can learn here about Social Security. I know I always find a lot of insightful insights when you go through this presentation, so looking forward to it today.
Yeah, absolutely. And are you going to control it, or should I control it? Drake?
I'm gonna turn it over to you. I think
okay,
good. You should have control now. Sorry about that.
That's all right. So this is a 30-minute presentation. Everyone who's on the line, thank you. Happy Friday to you. So you got any questions, certainly type them in. I'll be more than happy to answer those for you. I don't have it here, Drake, or I can't. There it is. There, I got it now. Okay, wonderful. Good. If you have any questions, type them in. We're going to answer them for you, and off we go. Talking about Social Security claiming. Well, let's see if we can go forward again. There we go. Okay. Good information here. Most retirees get little advisor help on Social Security. That's important because if you're one of those people that give information, you're going to be one of the few. and you're going to be sought out after of people that are in that pre-retired or just retired. You don't start thinking about Social Security till about 55 years of age. That's when you think, gosh darn, I could be taking Social Security here within 6-7 years. So it says a majority of older Americans get no professional advice about a key part of retirement planning, Social Security. And then listen to this, even if they work with a financial advisor, a recent study included, only about 1 out of every 25 advisors, financial advisors, really understand Social Security, including lawyers, bankers, and CPAs. So that's kind of wild. So this is a test only 1 in 300 seniors could ace. So I want you to take this test. So don't be Googling the answers on your phone, okay, or on your computer. All right, so here we go. Having trouble forwarding this, Drake. Don't know why. Here we go. All right, here's the first question. To maximize your monthly Social Security checks, at what age must you claim the benefit? So you're taking this quiz now with me. I want to see what your knowledge is on Social Security. And don't cheat. To maximize your monthly Social Security checks, at what age must you claim benefits? The answer is not full retirement age. It is age 70. If you're a single person, you maximize it by waiting to 70. Second question, what's the earliest age you can receive survivor's benefits if you're not disabled? What's the earliest age you can receive survivor's benefits if you're not disabled? Answer is 60. 28.5% discount, but you can get it early as age 60, 2 years younger than 62, which is the normal age people think. Okay. Third question, does your spouse need to receive benefits for you to qualify for spousal benefits? Does your spouse need to receive benefits for you to qualify for spousal benefits? Interesting question. What do you think the answer is? Here we go. Yep. You cannot claim a spousal benefit unless that person is claiming a benefit and you can take it from them. They have to be claiming. Number 4, can divorced spouses receive spousal benefits? Can divorced spouses receive spousal benefits? Good question. What do you think the answer is? Can divorced spouses receive spousal benefits? Answer? Yes. So if you guessed yes, you are correct. But to get the answer right, now there's 4 stipulations. So I want to know if you know what are the 4 stipulations. You just need to guess 2 of the stipulations. What has to line up for a divorced spouse to receive a spousal benefit? What has to line up? Here's the answers. Number 1, you have to be married at least 10 years. 2, you're unmarried currently. 3, ex is at least 62. 4, divorce was 2 years ago or longer. If you got 2 of those right, I'm giving you this question that you got it right. Number 4, are you eligible for survivor's benefits if you're divorced? It's an interesting question. Are you eligible for survivor's benefits if you are divorced? Yay or nay? Answer is yep, if those 4 stipulations are met, which I'm going to give those to you. So how'd you do? How'd you do on those 5 questions? So here's the thing. If you didn't get any of them right, or just 1, or maybe even 2, you just don't know much about Social Security claiming. And the interesting thing is, the reason I do a lot of Social Security workshops is because so many people show up. It's highly attended. I did a Social Security workshop within the last week. I got the next one next week on the second part leg, but I had 21 people there. I got 21 people and I got 13 appointments. That's pretty darn good. You know, I had a fellow down in Florida that got over 25 appointments. We don't guarantee the number of appointments. We guarantee at least 35 people will sign up. But I'll tell you right now, 94% of all Americans have a Social Security benefit. Can't say that about stocks or bonds or even have wills. Only half of all adult Americans have a will. So what happens is when you're talking Social Security, to give them the right answer, you're uncovering their assets, their income. You're uncovering of what could pull income from. So that 401k, we do a lot of rollovers on 401ks and IRAs. Just had a meeting yesterday. She came in strictly for Social Security, but she had a dormant 401k with NPERS, the Nebraska um, the Nebraska government in Nebraska, like teachers and government employees plan. Yeah, and she had in a guaranteed account earning 1.23%. Her last 5 years, she's averaged under 1%. I mean, she just didn't know what she had or that it was available to her. And it's 116,000, so it wasn't a big plan, but again, she came in for Social Security. There's three ways you can do it through Social Security workshops. We pay IAMS pays for your Social Security training. Retirement Boss Radio, about 30% of all of the leads and prospects that we get in business we do is from Social Security. We train you up there. Same thing, doesn't cost you any. Or if you don't want to have a marketing program to pay for, if you have enough prospects or leads or business coming in, you just want education or just don't have the money. Yeah, for $800, then I coach you up on 4 sessions. You get attachments, you get the full use of me for any questions you have for Social Security. So just a lot to offer. How important is Social Security? It's really important. Nearly 60% of all retirees count their Social Security as their major source of income, more than 401ks or pensions or savings. Listen to this. This is by Jana Heron. Came out back in 2019. Doing this one thing with your Social Security could mean losing $100,000 in retirement. $100,000 in retirement. That's a lot. How much does claiming Social Security at the wrong time cost you? Bullet point 2. Retirees will lose an average of $111,000. Think that's real money. The average $111,000 in income per household over their lifetime. Why? Because they took Social Security benefits at the wrong time. Number 3. Overall, only 4% of retirees took security the benefits at the financially optimal age. That is wild to believe. Little history on Social Security. Started in 1935 by Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Only age you could take up to 1943 was age 65. Only age. In longevity, in 1935 was age 62. COLA didn't start till 75, automatic COLA. First taxation in 83, second taxation in 93. 15% of all of your Social Security benefit is not taxed. Sorry, I'm jumping around here, my bad. There is not major reform every year. A lot of FMOs say major reform. No, there's a major reform every 7 to 10 years. What does change each year is your full retirement age does change for the new retirement age. COLA does change. Yeah. But the Bipartisan Budget Act of 2015, so that's going on 8 years ago, that phased out. The main thing it did was phase out file and suspend in 6 months and restricted application in 8 years. In fact, it ends at the end of this year. Okay. So this is Social Security definition in a nutshell. There's 3 important ages or dates. Everything goes from full retirement age. It's somewhere between 66 and 67 years old. You get your full benefit. 100% of your benefit are called the normal benefit. If you take earlier than that, you can take as early as 62. The earlier you take, the more it's reduced. What's the good thing about taking it early? You get some benefit now, but it's reduced forever. If you take after full retirement age, every year you wait, it grows 8% or 0.2% a month. You have to take it 70 or you just lose the benefit until you take it. So the good thing about that is you get a much bigger benefit. The bad thing is that you don't get any money right now. Okay? But that's the basics of Social Security. Can it have a huge value? Yeah. If you claim at your right time, not the right time, not a right time, but claiming specifically at your right time, and you live long enough to enjoy that bigger benefit. Trust fund lost 56 billion last year off of 2.8 trillion. Not much. First decrease in 39 years. Big reasons because the pandemic laid off so many people, furloughed, fired, etc. I think that it'll be a bigger increase this year. It will go broke. The trust fund will go broke. Social Security can't go broke because it's a pay-as-you-go system. It could get a reduced income between 25 and 30%, but the trust fund, if that goes broke, then there'll be a reduced benefit. It will still come in because it's a pay-as-you-go system for payroll taxes. There has to be increased in age or increase of taxation. That's the only two ways to fix it. It is a pay-as-you-go system fact. The government buys special issue treasury bonds, no market valuation fluctuation in them, but they either instantly sell those or loan against them instantly to pay down other debt within the general budget. So is there anything that backs besides the full faith and credit of the U.S. government? No. That's why a lot of people think it's a Ponzi scheme. But what backs the currency in your pocket? Not gold, not silver, no. You know what backs it? Full faith and credit of the U.S. government. Pretty interesting. Any questions? Type them on in. You need 40 quarters of coverage. This year it's $1,640 of work. If you have $1,640 of work, which is $6,560, $6,560 for the year, boom, you get 4 credits. You can't get any more than 4 credits in any given year. They used to be called quarterly credits. I still call them that, but that ended in 78. They're really work credits or quarters of coverage. So you look at the earnings over your working career. The more you make, the more you put in, the bigger your benefit will be. The earlier you start, the more discounting. The longer you wait, up to age 70, the bigger it gets. They take your highest 35 inflation-adjusted years. COLA last year was 5.9. What's COLA this year? Anybody know what COLA this year is? How much? 8.7. 8.7%. Wild. FRA, full retirement age. If you're born from 43 to 54, it's age 66. I was born in 55, age 66 years and 2 months. Then it stair steps up 2 months up to the age of 1960 or later. It's age 67. Newborn born today, 67, full retirement age. Remember I told you before, if you take earliest discounted, on an average, give or take around 5% a year before full retirement age, as early as 62. If you wait longer than full retirement age, it's called a delayed retirement credit. That delayed retirement credit is 8%. Except for the first year on 67, it's a guaranteed 8%. Like I'm waiting. I get 8% guarantee. With my COLA and where my full retirement age, I got a bump up of $400 last year, $500 this year. In 2 years, mine went up $900. It's a huge deal. Okay? Any questions? Just type them in. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Spousal benefits. I'm a big believer if you know the individual benefit, spousal, survivor, and divorced. I mean, you know about 80% of all of your questions that people will ask you. And I coach you. When I coach you, we role play. When I coach you, there's a book. I call it the Bible of Social Security. It's a great book that I kind of reveal when we start coaching. But I read it every year. Once a year, I read it. I read I read a lot of Social Security. I read a lot on retirement planning. I like to just read retirement planning books because that is what I do day in and day out. I help people in their retirement. And if you don't know Social Security, and you go against Dave Pimper, you're going to lose the deal. Because you're not really a retirement planner. You're an accumulator. You're a financial advisor. I'm really a retirement advisor. And that's where the money is. That pre-retired and just retired, that's where the absolute money is. So Dave's PIA primary insurance amount is the amount that you take at full retirement age. the amount that you take at full retirement age. Okay? 2,400, Amy's is 1,000. Dave takes his benefit, Amy takes hers. Dave's 2,400, Amy gets 1,000 or half of his. Well, what is she going to take? Half of his. And how it looks on the statement is 1,000 of her benefit is hers, 200 top up. Got to ask for it or done automatically? Everybody says you got to ask for it, but you're wrong. It's done automatically. Survivor benefit. My wife says no one gets out of here alive physically, maybe spiritually, but not physically. Yeah. Dave and Amy are married, both over FRA, full retirement age. Dave's benefits $2,000, Amy's $1,200. Who normally dies first, the guy or the gal? The guy does 75% of the time. Dave kicks the bucket. Amy's got an option. She can't take both benefits. She can take one or the other. She can take hers or his. Her benefit's $1,200, his. What is she going to do? She's going to take his. It's $800 more. Have to ask for it or done automatically. This you have to ask for. Also, is a pretty cool thing. You thought file and suspend was done, but not with survivor benefits. They give you a break. There's still file and suspend. You can file for the widower's benefit. Let yours grow. Turn yours on way down the road. Just talked to a person yesterday, truly, and she's letting hers grow. Taking the widow's and letting hers grow. As long as yours will grow more. So the second thing is, what about taking your benefit and letting the widowers grow? Yeah, you could do either one of those. So, and then turn it on. So there still is file and suspend when it comes to survivor's benefits. Why is it important to get a divorce benefit? Because if it all lines up, remember those 4 stipulations? But if it lines up, you can use your ex as if you're still married, and there's many more options with married couples. So here's the stipulations. Married, remember, 10 years continuously or longer married. Spouse receiving the benefits currently unmarried doesn't make a difference on the ex. The ex is at least 62. Divorce was 2 years ago or longer. You can use your spouse just as if you're still married. You can even use each other as the spouse. Pretty interesting. Coordinating spousal benefits, it just hardly anyone. It only happened a couple times last year. But you got to be born before January 2nd of 1954. January the 2nd of 1954. So you got to be 69 years and at least 2 months old to be able to do this. And you can only do it for the 10 remaining months up to the end of this year because restricted application ends. But all this is, if your spouse is taking her, in this case, Amy's is taking hers, and you're letting yours grow, that's a great thing. 8%, that's super. But what happens is that if you do a restricted application, if you're born before January 2nd of 1954, which Dave is in this scenario, yeah, well then Amy can go and take a spousal benefit from Amy. It's just part of the restricted. So that $500 is that he's taking from Amy's spousal benefit, free money. You got 10 months of it. I mean, you could get someone comes in right now, I could save them $5,000. I mean, $5,000 is $5,000. Remember I told you Social Security can't give you advice? That's true. They can estimate your highest benefit, tell you what you're entitled to, can't give you advice. Right here at D in their manual, it says provide enough information so that claimants can make informed choices, but do not give advice. Social Security employees cannot give advice. When I got in this business years ago, in 42 years for the business, but about 11 years for Social Security, I called my banker, CPA, lawyer, want to know when people needed advice, who they sent them to, and I thought they would have sent them to an advisor, tax lawyer, whatever happens to be. But you know what? No, they said so. We said in the Social Security Administration, they can't give advice. They give your highest benefit you're entitled to at that time. So it says consider all your income streams before you claim Social Security. Those are important, so I'm going to read them. First one, Social Security is not a standalone income stream. I always say it's the worst water cooler talk there is. Hey, Dave, I took it 62 and you should too. Hey, Dave, I took it 70 and you should too. Like saying, hey, Dave, I love the color violet and you should too. It's all individualized. It's the most flexible. You can start at any time you want to between 62 and 70. claiming at your right time, not a right time. And the survivor benefit, my dad died 17 years ago. Mom had a very small benefit. She gets my dad's survivor benefit. She's made almost $250,000 from my dad's survivor benefit. It's helped her immensely in retirement. When I fact find, I go through wages, pensions, income producing assets, RMDs on traditionals and Social Security, how it fits in. Number 3, I'm finding every darn asset they got, every asset they have in number 3 I'm talking about, trying to find something that I can work with. A lot of benefits, just a lot to consider. Survivor, divorce, coordinating, spousal, individual. What's your health history? Any pensions? There's all kinds of stuff. A lot to consider. So remember, there's 3 ways you can learn Social Security. And I'll tell you right now, and I went through this pretty fast. When we're coaching, it's much slower. You can call me with questions, email me, text me. But IAMS will cover your Social Security claiming coaching sessions if you do seminar marketing for Social Security. $2,750. Telling you, it's a bargain. Retirement Boss Radio costs you $3,000 to $4,000 a month normally, all in. On an average, could be less, could be more, but you get 3 coaching sessions at no cost. IAMS pays me to coach you, or just 4 coaching sessions for $800. There's no other FMO that gives you that many options, especially to have as personalized coach. There's no saying it says procrastination is my sin. It brings me constant sorrow. I really shouldn't practice it. Perhaps I'll stop. And I laugh because tomorrow never comes. If you heard something today, you need to take action. People who are the most successful in this business, they hear something good, and they say, boy, I need more of that. Drake, let's go up and put the poll up. And this poll is, yes, I would like to go in and get more information on Social Security claiming. So you can mark yes. And if you mark yes, Drake Lovern, who was our MC today from IAMS, he will call you. And if you mark yes, take the call. Don't stand him up. Don't do what some of our prospects do. Take the call, and he's got my calendar, so he'll get you on my calendar. And this is a 15 or 20-minute call. There's no cost for it. There's no obligation. It's about as soft a sell as you're going to find. But I'm going to find out about what your practice is like, what you're doing for marketing, types of products you're showing, and what your intents and goals are. What do you want your practice? Where are you heading? Where do you want it to go? It's like the old Wayne Gretzky quote about he hits the puck to not where the man is, but where he's going to be. This is where your practice is going to be. That's what I want to coach you up on. Maybe Social Security could be an integral part, or marketing Social Security could be an integral part of your ongoing business in the future to make it more productive. Drake, I'm going to turn this over to you, and see if there's any questions and answer any of those questions. Okay?
Okay, yes, sir. I appreciate it here. I think we did actually have a couple questions in here. Let me pull this down. Maybe here.
And as Drake's doing that, as Drake's getting that, I'll just let you know, a lot of people say, but I just don't understand how I can make money, because you can't, you could charge for Social Security claiming advice, but I don't, and hardly any. I've never even known anyone that does. But knowing it sets you apart from other advisors. And if you truly call yourself a retirement advisor, you got to know what the biggest source of income coming in is. Yeah, go ahead, Drake.
Here's one. When do you apply to get the benefit? In the month you turn 70 or before?
Well, before.
I got here.
Yeah, you can go up to 3 months before and say turn it on at 70. There's always a month wait, though. There's always a month wait to get your Social Security benefit. So just know that. So if you want to get it, and just make sure that you tell them the date that you want to get that Social Security benefit. Okay? But there'll always be a month after that. So if you stop it right at 70, there'll be a month wait. That month after you won't get it, and then after that, then you start getting the benefits.
Yeah, here's another one. Is the received retirement income have to be taxed or not taxed?
Say it again.
Yeah, the received retirement income have to be taxed or untaxed?
Yeah, so there are brackets. And what happens on those brackets is that they were set in 1983. And so they've been around for a long, long time, but they've never gone up with the cost of living. And that's very, very interesting when it's never gone up with the cost of living. So what happens is that it's modified adjusted gross income, and that modified adjusted gross income, pretty interesting. So it's your modified adjusted gross income. So all of your IRA 401k contributions come off of that. That's part of the modification. Half of your Social Security benefit, all of your municipal bond interest. If you're married filing jointly and that amount is under $32,000, you pay nothing. If it's 32 to 44, you pay 50% of your income is in that calculation. If it's over 44,000, married filing jointly, it is 85%. There's always 15% that's not taxed. Single, it's up to 25,000 on that provisional income is not taxed at all. 25 to 34, 50% is included. Over 34 all. So there's brackets. If you're not making much money, nothing's taxed. If you're making a lot of money, 15% is taxed. That's how that's set up. And I go through that much more in depth and much slower so people understand it. And I have articles on it. Every time I cover a subject, I give you articles or a white paper to help you digest that and really learn it. That's part of the coaching process.
All right, and I
Anything
think
else,
that's all of the. Yeah, I think that's all the questions I see on here right now. So yes,
Okay,
sir.
good. Well, listen, I appreciate everybody being on the phone with me today. My name is Dave Pimper. I coach for IAMS and strictly for IAMS. I've been in the business for a long time. Drake, what year were you born?
What year was I born? 92,
Yeah.
1992.
Yeah. Drake was born in 92, and I started in 1981. What do you think about that, Drake? I'm an old guy.
I just turned 30 this year. Well, I just turned 30 this year myself, so I'm getting old as well.
Yeah, well, we really appreciate everybody listening. There's something, what? You talk about professional athletes, they either have a coach or multiple coaches. You talk about singers, they have a coach. Actors, they have a coach. Even executives in C-suites will have life coaches or business coaches. What some of the very biggest producers with IAMS or with my broker-dealer, Calton, they have coaches. I mean, I've coached on the outside also, and I'm a coach. But we can go in and if it's from a production standpoint, from a sales process standpoint, that's where my expertise lies. I'd love to help you. Mark yes, and hopefully Drake will call you by today and to take his call. If you mark yes, don't hang up on him, but take the call and we'll talk, and hopefully it'll be next week sometime, and maybe we can get an idea of how Social Security could integrate into your business. So thank you very much for attending today, and I'll let you close it out, Drake.
All right. Yeah, everybody, thank you all for attending. Dave, thanks for presenting out here for us today. That was definitely a very informative presentation. Last thing I did want to say is that we do have an IAMS trip coming up here.
Trip, okay.
In April on the 26th to the 28th with Athene up at their home office in Iowa. So if you guys are interested in that, anybody on the webinar today, go ahead and put that in the question box, and I'll speak with you guys in regards to that as well. But again, thank you all for attending, and speak with you soon for those that checked yes.
Okay, thanks everybody. Have a great weekend.